Hello, we're back with Liza P. We're in a big cathedral. I've been thinking about this game and how it kind of views lying and illusion to be a positive thing in the human experience, or maybe not necessarily just positive, but kind of like an innate part of humanity. Which is interesting, because I was thinking about like the typical From Software Souls games where they more or less view illusions to be like the bane and curse of the world, and it doesn't necessarily portray itself that way to you at first, but in the game you have a world that's like in perpetual decay because Gwyn, the First Lord, chose to link the fire, which was essentially prolonging the decay of the world for a set amount of time. He chooses to link the fire, essentially creating the Age of Fire, which is like holding back like the darkness, or basically the natural order of things. The world naturally kind of travels in like a cyclical fashion between ages of light and darkness, and he wants to prolong. No, I'm dead. Or not. What the heck is here? Now. If we make it. But yeah, essentially the consequences of this linking the Age of Fire is that the world is in like a perpetual slow decay instead of like just like, you know, traveling naturally through its cycles. It's just like slowly dying because it's stuck in that like death. And you, the player, have the option to like continue prolonging the death of the world. It never reaches its former glory as it was when it was actually in the peak of the cycle. Or just allow the flame to die and traverse the cycle. The illusion is the issue with the world. And I think it's positing that it's better to let go of the illusions and allow reality to take its course than cling on to false hope and creating like an imaginary world for yourself. You live in like the world of like Anne Orlando, which is like you go there and it's all like sunny and looks alive, and then you realize that one of Gwyn's son is essentially maintaining an illusion there. And when you like kill the illusion bearer, the whole world turns super dark. It's all dead. It was dead, it just appeared not to be. Do that fear what really was. It's kind of a similar thing in Dark Souls 3, though I think it's a little bit less binary in that game. Got a few options on how to end the world. Please. We better go back. Okay, fine. I think I'll probably just go level up with all this nonsense. My man's got slippery feet. So take off those Birkenstocks and put on some like Skechers. I'm still like learning the lore of Elden Ring, but I think it's also kind of similar. All the Souls games, besides Bloodborne, which I haven't played, I have no idea what's going on in that one, seem to have a kind of similar theme with I think with Elden Ring it's more like a fanatical strife for purity and how that causes huge issues. That the lore in that game is way more complex than it is in any of the other ones. Well, again, like you're like posited to become like the Elden Lord and marry the great Queen Marika, which is supposed to be the good thing, the right choice. And as time goes along, you start to realize that all of that was extremely corrupted. That the so-called Golden Order was very psychotic, and they had essentially sealed away the Rune of Death, which prevented anyone from dying. And because of that, dying from natural causes anyways, or illness. And because of that, everyone was like experiencing just like slow perpetual decay. People who hadn't died in wars oftentimes just lost their will to live and became wandering psychotic corpses. Has some parallels with Zen, and just considering the way the natural order of things to be superior than trying to go against the flow. That's just the source of suffering, to fight what is already going to happen. I think I have gone a little bit too early. Oh, this is hard to dodge. Let's go. And they come back around. Trinity key. Had we ever opened one of these before? I'm not sure. The Black Cat's Amulet. Test of the day. Even a noble cleric will curse God if he plucks out his fingernails. Trust and truth are one. The end of the path of stars. It will lead to great eternal life. Trust and truth are one. Ouch. Yep. I'd say there's no experience of truth without trust. The only experience of truth I think that you can get is indeed with a full set of belief, fully convicted in something. Without that, there's just no whole experience whatsoever. So long as you're like doubting, then you're split in two. So long as you're split in two, then you have two things, opposing side, a duality. But it's not always a good thing. Good dodge, good dodge. In my own experience, I tend to become, or I wouldn't say tend to, but my current experience is that there's like a fear of belief, a fear of being too certain. That my course is the right one. Oh, my ergo, my ergo. But in past experiences, being fully convicted in anything kind of gives you the sense of purpose that you need to like continue forwards. And always being caught in skepticism can be a huge trap of its own. If you believe nothing, then become victim to your own doubt. And a world where you're always doubting everything is very schizophrenic in nature. So one could say balance is the way to go. But you would hope that that balance would eventually lead to a place where you could abandon skepticism. The rational thinking would find some sort of ground to stand on, or even ground within a lack of ground. Stability and uncertainty. Go around you guys. Maybe I won't. Nope. Oh, come on. Footsteps. But yeah, in this game there's like the ability to lie is what exactly makes P not a puppet. And we're shown in the game a bunch of moral dilemmas in which lying allows for someone to not suffer as much as they would have had P just told the truth. And I think there is indeed quite a human aspect to that. There's value in illusions. When I was younger, I always kind of thought, you know, ripping apart every illusion as soon as possible was the answer. And that alienated me from my peers. That is some flammable material. Shortcut. stuck between his legs. This guy is going to kill me. Bye. I get up with the door. Bye. Ow. Well, it seems there's no leaving. It's hard to get the tempo in these smaller fights. Like the bosses, they tend to telegraph their attacks a lot easier than the smaller enemies. The smaller enemies are very unpredictable and very quick. I also suppose you get less time to learn what their moves are. But I guess it's more valuable to just guard at all than to worry about perfect parrying. Huh. Would you look at that? Ops, 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 no ops. Crafted cryptic vessel. Have Venini decode the cryptic vessel to obtain a hidden clue. Very cool. I believe there's an item that will protect my death ergo. So when I get hit, I don't have to worry about losing stuff, though I don't think it's too much of a worry at all, as I can go up here, I believe. Very nice. Legion plug. A Legion plug is needed to craft Legion arms, which can be done at the Venini craft machine. Consume the Legion caliber to modify Legion arms. Nice. Not like this, not like this, not like this, not like this. this. That's sad. These guys are tough. I suppose that's all I have to say right now on the topic. I forgot the shortcut. And I think I'll just cut it off here and return to regularly scheduled gameplay. So thank you for watching.